Well, here we go with the ladies coming out onto the mat. We're going to pick up on that. This is our semifinals at 100 pounds. We have, Kirk, who do we have on
At
mat?
100 pounds, that's Trinity Steele, Ivan Steele's daughter, longtime North Crawford. I believe he was a state champion for North Crawford.
Could have been, yeah.
Yep. That's his daughter, wrestling for Boscoville. Takes on Mary Milana, I'm not good at that at all, Miller from Kickapoo Lafarge.
Mariana.
All right, that's
Mariana, yeah.
I'd
That's
abbreviate
what
that
I
too.
would go.
Skip some of those letters in there. Right now, Steele leads that 2-0. Then at 107, because we have all three of them out here at once,
Yep.
Haley Yachten from DeSoto, she's taking on Autumn McDaniel from Pittsville, and she's out in front in that match. Well, will be out in front as soon as she scores these near fall. And then at the far end there, at 114, that match just ends, and that's with Darcy Jelenic getting the fall over Holly Kubas of Concord Fountain City.
So a chance in the finals now, right? So
Yep. So several, Ken said we only have 19 female athletes here. So some of these girls are going to get automatic berths to go to the state tournament at Madison. And then we'll see as far as championship matches. We'll try to total those up for you in a second here too. But that's Jelenic wins there.
Yatkin picks up the 3 near fall, but then gives up the reversal, and now will lead 4-2. Well, they're going to check that, and I think that's what they are saying. 4-3, 4-4, 5-4. There we go.
5-4 we got.
Yatkin in the lead at 5-4. Steele out in front, 2-0, and winner of this match at 100 pounds on the purple mat will wrestle Klum of Westby.
Yes.
Kylie, I believe, right?
Kylie Klum coming here with as a freshman with 11-0 record.
That's against girls, other female wrestlers.
Yep. The winner of this match takes on a young girl from Independence Gilmanton.
Okay.
And then the winner of that match we just saw takes on another Sensala. There's a name from Independence Gilmanton that you recognize.
That's a wrestling
She'll
name.
take on Jelenic from North Crawford. And then at 120, young gal, this is another name if you're real familiar with you since you were at Lancaster. Alyssa Ball
Yes.
will automatically be your champion at 120.
I'll tell you what, we watched her somewhere, and Chuck, I think Chuck and I were talking about that. That was at the Bi-State. She's a tough wrestler.
Then at 126, we will have a championship bout between Delilah Collins, and she will take on Gwen Walker from Kickapoo Lafarge. Then at 132, I've heard this girl is really tough, and that's probably why she doesn't have anybody entering against her. But Kylie Rule will be your entrant for the sectional down at the state tournament.
And I'm trying to think, wasn't she a state champion last year? Did she win it?
I think she was in kids wrestling. Oh, okay.
I think she was at the state tournament last year.
Okay, yes. I'm sorry.
I thought she won it.
Yep, I think she did too. I think you're right. She's 24-0 right now. Plus,
Wow.
I think she did some pretty good things for Mineral Point on the boys' side too.
Yatkin now out in front 10-4 here for the DeSoto Pirates.
Then at 138, we'll have another match between Kashala Weist from Lancaster as she takes on Angelica Stedman from Kickapoo Lafarge. Then at 145, we'll have Sophie Paulson from Aquinas. She'll take on another gal from Gianna Boble from Kickapoo Lafarge in the 145-pound championship. Then at 152, we just have one entrant. That would be Rachel Schauer from Fenimore. Then I believe our last weight class is 285. That's where Amanda Hemmersbach from Kickapoo Lafarge will be our lone entrant there at the state tournament.
All right. Yatkin again with time running out here, having that lead of 10-4, sitting in a pretty good spot here with her opponent from Pittsville. Meanwhile, we got a good match going here with Steele. She just picks up a nice takedown and is getting some back points, tying the match up here. She'll get the 2 for the near fall and now leads 6-4 over Boscobel. There's a reversal here. That's tough. 2 for the reversal and 2 for the near fall. Boscobel.
Steele from Boscobel
retakes the lead. Oh, Steele is there. Okay, against Miller. I had him turned around in my head. Yatkin.
Sure, those two maybe have seen each other throughout the year here.
You'd think a couple of times, I'll bet. Yatkin, 10-6 now, trying to get a reversal here. She does to increase the lead, get some points back. 12-6, she's out in front.
Steele now getting back points down there.
Miller trying to squirm out of there.
You see Trevin Thielman, wow, Steele gets the fall down there.
So Steele will wrestle Klum for the right to go to state a little bit later here today. Down to 1:10 to go with Yatkin. Yatkin trying to come in with an armbar. Got the turn, picking up some back points here. Down to 50 seconds.
They must be a little bit behind us over there. I see Thielman won his first match, but then lost his wrestleback. Or lost his semifinal, and then he lost his wrestleback. So his season ends. And I see Bruce Buchholz won his first match and then lost his second match, but his wrestleback hasn't occurred yet.
Okay.
So now I think I better get out of that sectional.
Well, Yatkin picks up the pin. She'll move on to the finals here at 107 pounds. Well, we're going to see what
2:15 they're saying.
2:15. All right, so about 20.
About a half hour break.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to take that break as well. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, a Western Wisconsin video production. I'm Ken Manning along with Kirk Lair. We'll return at about 2:10 or thereabouts with more high school wrestling. It's sectional competition, and it's the right to go to state when we return. So long, everyone. We'll be back in half an hour. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Richland Center High School. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Kirk Lair as we get ourselves set for this championship matchup of the sectionals and the female. It's the women's side of things, and we start out at 100 pounds. It's going to be Katie Klum of Westby. She is taking on Trinity Steele from Boscobel. Klum coming in with a record here of 11-0, a freshman. This is against other women, and Steele coming in as a senior at 6-5. Klum will pick up the first points in this matchup with the takedown. So they're going to just wrestle everything on one mat here, right?
It's the way it sounded like they were going to do. I think we said we had like 6 or 7 of those matches. You know, I'll double count as we're going through here. But then we also have, just to keep our crowd in tune, we do have 7 wrestlebacks that are going to come. Showcase the female athletes, and then we're going to come back and we'll finish up the male portion of the tournament. So we got some near fall points there by Klum, and she now has a 4-0 lead with a minute left here in the first period.
Well, I'm going to the single camera then, that being the case.
We got match at 107, 114, nothing at 220. So that's 2 matches.
Klum gives up the escape here, 4-1 score. Get a chance to showcase this on the on a single camera side of things. A little better view. As I mentioned, Klum at 11-0 as a freshman. Out in front here, 4-1, and you can see the time there ticking down.
We have 6 matches on the women's side of the tournament.
Okay.
But we have a champion in every weight class of the tournament here, so they will get to represent the D3 Richland Center sectional down at the state tournament. And down there, they will seed the female athletes again, just like they will seed the male athletes. And it's all, even though there's going to be 8 Division I wrestlers down there and 4 Division II and 4 Division III, they will be seeded as one event.
Right.
And some of these young ladies that we see here right now could end up as high as a 1 seed. Matter of fact, you mentioned earlier that young lady from Mineral Point that won't get a match here because she's getting a bye into the championship.
Right.
But she will be a high seed at the state tournament.
Rule out of Mineral Point, yeah.
Yes.
Klum picking up a armbar series, trying to stretch out Steele. She has that locked up, trying to step over here, see if she can't get some back points. There is the turn. But can she hold her down? That's going to be the question. Steele coming around up on top here, and Klum is going to have to let go of that. She will get 2 near fall. Trying to hang on to that leg here. Steele trying to get that reversal. Now Klum comes right back up and over and regains position.
She hasn't hold of her head yet.
Yeah.
But she must not have it locked. She doesn't because we can see the other arm.
Yeah. Klum trying to pop that head out. She's got the wrist now. If she can bring Steele down to the mat, she'd have a head lever situation right there for her to use. Going to get a stalemate call here. And a 6-1 score with 55 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Again, only the champion, as Kirk mentioned, coming out of here. Steele trying to run out from underneath, but Klum able to follow. Now she goes right into a chest crusher type move. She gets the quick turn here. Boy, she locked that one up in a hurry. Very close to the pin. There it is. Katie Klum will be your champion here for the Westby Norsemen, and she will go to the state tournament. And, well, that's going to give them 3 wrestlers to Madison. That'll be pretty cool. Good job there for Kylie Klum. Let's take a look at 107 pounds. We are going to see a DeSoto wrestler coming out onto the mat. This is going to be Gracie Rombalski from Independence Gilmanton, the top seed. She is going to be taking on Haley Yachten out of DeSoto. Yachten, whichever way you want to go. I think it's Yachten, actually. She picked up a win in the semifinals over Auburn McDaniel out of Pittsville. She came up with a big win there, and now she has a chance for a state tournament berth as well. Let's take a look at the records here. Rambalski comes in at 2-2. She's a junior. Boy, she got a quick takedown there. Meanwhile, Yatkin is a sophomore. Her record at 6-10. 2-0 score here. I think it's kind of neat, like you said, Kirk. So you're looking at potentially 16 wrestlers down there in the state tournament then.
Yes.
That's going to be fun, and all one class here for a while. And that's probably going to remain that way for a few years until the numbers pick up even more. And there's been a nice explosion of wrestlers on the female side, on the women's side.
By far, yeah. I even heard, we'll take Mineral Point here as a dominant team here on the male side. They only have 2 or 3 athletes here on the female side this year, but I heard somebody say that Scotty Pitts is the coach down there, and especially in the junior high level, they've got quite a few girls there.
Is that right?
So
Yeah.
just watch how it can maybe explode real fast.
That's going to be really a lot of fun, interesting to see.
And as these young athletes, see that this is a chance for them to compete, and we're looking right now out here at two young athletes that really don't have a whole lot of height to them. So unless they're quick, you wouldn't expect them to be basketball players. But this is a sport they can maybe excel in.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Yatkin gives up a. I don't know if he gave up a.
They're struggling with points, and they're going to be an escape here, I think, in the end.
So he did get the 2 on the near fall, and then Yatkin picks up the point for the escape as they went out of bounds. It'll be Haley's choice here. And she's going to go in the down position. Rombalski of Independence Gilmanton, I tell you what, she's you can just tell she's got some strength and some speed. Oh, she's got locked hands here. So anything can go here for Yatkin, but it's going to be a technical violation. One point here. 4-2 now. Yatkin in the down position, trying to figure out how to get out from underneath.
One thing they discussed in the meeting, it's kind of nice to see that WIAA is growing some sports, high school athletic sports in Wisconsin. Another sport that's just starting up and I believe is going to have their first year next year is lacrosse.
Oh, yeah.
So between the female wrestling now and a couple other sports, it's kind of fun to see.
Well, we're approaching 1 minute here in period number 2. Going to get a warning on Haley Yatkin of DeSoto in the down position, trying to figure out a way to get back to her base instead of being on her stomach here. As Rombalski really controlling the tempo here. Trying to come out from underneath. Oh, got caught here with those legs. Yatkin giving up some back points. Oh, there's the pin. So Gracie Rombalski will move on to the state tournament at 107 pounds for the Indies. Well, let's take a look here. We're going to move up to 100 and what is it, 113?
114.
114. And let's take a look and see who do we have here. It's going to be a North Crawford Seneca wrestler in Darcy Jelenik. She is the number 3 seed. She picked off Haley Kubis out of CFC. And she too will wrestle another Indy young lady, Cora Sensala. That in itself tells me watch out.
Yep.
Whenever you use the name Sensala, right? Yeah, yep. Arcadia, Independence area. Yeah, that's a rich wrestling name in that area.
The other thing is I just pulled up one of the other female athlete sectionals, and I thought I was right. There's 12 weight classes, so there are 2 weight classes here at the Richland Center sectional that we do not have an entrant.
Oh.
So from what I understand, what they will do then is at one of those other sectionals, they will allow a second place finisher to come. Because their true goal is to have 16 wrestlers in every weight class at the state tournament.
That's a great thing. That's good.
Yep. So we are represented here by 10 weight classes today at Richland Center. So 2 other girls from some other sectional will get to come. We come back to our championship match.
It's still no score here, as a little bit of a scramble there early. Again, we're at 114 pounds. Sensala of Independence Gilmanton and Jelenik of North Crawford Seneca. She picks up the opening takedown here and a nice little duck under. And she'll control the match here with 50 seconds to go in period number 1. Trying to go in with a deep, tight waist. Let's see if, going to be potentially dangerous on that arm. So they'll come back to the center of the mat once again. Jelenik looking for some, maybe a breakdown and some back points here.
Here's as I look over at the Wisconsin Dells sectional. They are just probably getting into their championship female matches. And I see Emma Haiti from Richland Center is in the finals at 107 over there.
Oh, wow, okay. Jelenik trying to come up with a cradle here, see if she can turn Sansala. Not able to get it locked up as we're down to 5 seconds now. Time runs out. Jelenik had her choice and she elected to defer. Again, still 2-0. Sansala chose down right away. I like that. There no hesitation. Probably following what the coaches had talked about. Here's what we're going to try and do. Sansala coming up over the head. Jelenik, she finally releases that head. Jelenik, if she grabbed that wrist, there could have been some trouble for Sansala. We always talked about that. Yeah, it feels good, feels right. Put your arm up over the head, but when you're in the down position, but nothing good is going to come of it.
Not usually.
Yeah.
Trying to get a update on the men's action now over at Wisconsin Dells.
Okay.
See what we can see over there. We knew that Ethan Haiti from Richland Center was in the finals. Did have a tough matchup in the finals there as he was going to wrestle
is that Dodgeville again?
Holcomb Peterson in the finals.
Uh-huh. Well, here comes an interesting turn of events here. We got a reversal by Sansala and 2 back points. And now Sansala has the lead at 4-2, 40 seconds remaining.
Well, here's some good news for Richland Center fans. Ethan Haiti secures a second place finish, and he will go to the state tournament and represent Richland Center. We knew he was going to go, but he's going to stay in second place as he had already beaten Colton Kloss earlier in the semifinals.
Oh, congratulations there.
Yep. So then we'll try to cheat up a little. Oh, we just keep going down here and see how Mr. Buchholz did.
Jelenik picks up the reversal. And with that reversal, tying the match up at 4 apiece. Well, let's see now. I believe it's Jelenik's choice. And she's not going to waste any time here either, as the coaching staff says, yeah, you got to go down. Well, an opportunity to send somebody to the state tournament for the North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club. Jelenik, opportunity here to try and pick up a reversal.
Shelley and Wayne must be dragging behind over there because they're still at 195 on the men's side.
Oh, really? I would text him, but I can't get out with my phone of all things.
There you go. That does mean, though, that as I look down at that, that means Bruce Buchholz has still got a chance here as he's going to be going for third place against Owen Koeman from Waupun. So that match is coming up later over there.
Sansala coming in on the right side, got a half Nelson in, has a turn on Jelenik. Oh, and there's the pin.
Now there's what you want to see, Ken. A lot of excitement from a crowd.
Yep.
That's good. That's the one thing that's going to be good about this.
Yep. A lot of folks over there, Independence, Gilmanton, and Sansala will move on to the state tournament. That's 2 in a row for them.
We'll have a champion here at 120 for Lancaster.
Yeah, that's going to be a I'm trying to think how in a row they say that. Olivia, I think it's Olivia Ball, I think is how they say that.
Okay.
She will be the champion at 120, no one else there.
Okay, then our next match will be at 126.
And at 126, it's going to be Delia Collins of Mineral Point, and that's coming out here right now. And she is taking on Gwen Walker of Kickapoo Lafarge. Wow, two freshmen here, but get this. Collins of Mineral Point, I tell you what, 20-1 is her record, taking on Walker of Kickapoo Lafarge, who is 4-12. And again, this is competition against other females, not guys, not the fellas. Here's a cradle situation by Collins and the pin that quickly. Well, what did we get there? About a 37-second pin here for Collins of Mineral Point. She will be your champion.
So then Kylie Rule will be your champion from Mineral Point, and she will advance to the state tournament, which then means our next bout will be at 138, and I'm going to let you pronounce those names.
Oh, great. This has got to be a good one. Wow. Weist.
It is a Lancaster name. Come on, Ken.
Kashalia?
You lived there longer than I did.
Maybe, yeah, I never saw that one before.
I saw the Weist name before.
Kashalia Weist, I'll go with, and Angelica Stedman. Angelica Stedman from Kickapoo Lafarge. She is 0-2 as a sophomore, taking on Weist. And I'm thinking, it could be Kashayla. Yeah, well, one way or the other, anyways. Weist of Lancaster, she is 6-9 as a freshman. £138. Well, they're going to shake hands and get things underway here at 138. And, going in on the attack right away here is Weist. Trying to get a little bit of a baseball tie-up, it looks like, with arm control, maybe even a Russian tie. Stedman trying to stay away from that. They're going to go out of bounds. In fact, Stedman now is just warned for stalling. Kind of backing up here right off the whistle. You know, it's got to be something like this. It's got to be a little nerve-wracking. She's only got 2 matches in against other females. So how many matches does she have for the year? We really don't know. But it's a big, it's a, how do you want to say it? It's a big stage, if you will.
Yes, it is. It's going to be even bigger for some of these young ladies. Although some of them have wrestled for many years down at the Alliance Center.
Yep.
In the, call it the kids state tournament, I guess, for lack of a better word. And then also quite a few of these, like you said, especially with the Rural Girl and several of the others, they got to wrestle in this state women's tournament last year at lacrosse.
Right. Weist will get the takedown. Now has a turn here, looking for some back points. Possible pin. Stedman kicks out of that one, though. Weist will pick up 3 and a 5-0 lead.
Mentioned Scotty Pitts coaching down at Mineral Point High School for the female athletes. We look down here and see a Clements and a Gross, but actually it's Gutnick Gross coaching for Kickapoo Lafarge.
Leah, right?
Leah, yes.
Yeah.
Coach G was over there. Yeah, he's still sitting over
there
in the red hat, Wisconsin hat. Bet he's got his program all filled out.
Yeah. I can hear him now coming over here. Kirk, Ken, you got to see it. You got to look at this.
Yeah. Another Hall of Fame person here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And just a pleasure to be around. If you don't know something about wrestling or music, you probably don't need to know it.
or if you want to know it.
There's the other thing. If you want to know it, he knows it.
Well, both wrestlers are going to be back up on their feet here. It's a 7-0 lead for Kashela Wiest.
Got one more bout here in the female action. That will be at 145. As we mentioned, we have two weight classes here where we had no entries.
Warning stalling on Stedman. There'll be a point for Wiest. Wiest going to try and drop down and grab a single leg. She scoots around behind here. Can she get Stedman down to the ground? And she does. Picking up the takedown. 10-0 lead here, and she's going right after that pinning combination with a powerful half Nelson and the pin. Wiest of Lancaster picking up the pin. She'll be your champion at 138 pounds. Let's take a look at 145 pounds. We got a couple of wrestlers. This is going to be Sophia Paulson, a sophomore at 14-4 for the Aquinas Blue Golds. And she is going to be taking on Gianni Babel out of Kickapoo Lafarge. Gianni, 8-8, is a junior. Well, let's see how this one plays out. Paulson going in on the attack here, and looks like Babel tried to drop down to a single leg, but thought better of it with the position defensively.
As we prepare here with our last match.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll let you.
Well, front headlock position there. It looked like maybe coming out of that was going to be Babel, but then all of a sudden Paulson comes up with the takedown and a quick little scramble, and now going for that half Nelson. Babel doing a nice job of sitting back into that and fighting it off. Up on her feet, trying to get some hand control, is Babel of Kickapoo Lafarge. Meanwhile, Paulson drops back into a single leg and brings Babel back down to the mat.
Just mentioned, as soon as we get done with this last female match, we'll go into the wrestlebacks. We have 7 of them, start with 130, 13, and 132 will be our first action out there, and maybe even 145, depending on how many they want to go with.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll go with all the mats. I mean, they could, really, if they wanted to.
Everybody at this point wants to get their match in, and they want to see where they're going to fit as far as they've already qualified for the state tournament.
Yep.
So now it's a case of where am I going to show up on that Bally Sports bracket reveal tomorrow?
Right. That's right. Yeah. Got to look forward to that.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff. You know, they've done that for a lot of other sports, especially in the college level. And I imagine if that goes well for wrestling, that even basketball here in Wisconsin will look at it.
Yeah. Well, there's your pin as Paulson picks up that win. Sophia will go to the state tournament here out of Richland Center. There you have it. We'll take another real quick break.